Hello, it's your Blue Archive gacha whale, beginner artist self-proclaimed, and your boy Tosanyu. Welcome to my art stream. Okay, good evening. Good evening. So for today I'm going to draw, and with that we are like at a different at like part 8 of the Wandoro-Challenge. Like not something I do like on a daily basis, not even a weekly, but I keep it like I try to do it like on a regular basis, more or less, like maybe like on a bi-weekly, maybe like every 3 weeks, as long as like the time allows it. But for today I want to draw Maid Momoi. Last week I did Midori, like the younger sibling, and now it's like about time to finish the set so that I have like 2 of the twins. Like a twin without the other sibling, well, it would be kind of sad if I leave it like that. So I want to draw her, but I was like usually thinking about something easier, so a little bit more on the funny smug side. But after I saw like her ex-girl, she has like now more bullets, finally, more bullets. I kind of want to emphasize on that, and with that try to do it a little bit more on the action side. But at least like a lot more badass, but at the same time something I could like complete in 1 hour. And the usual style won't do it, even if it looks like badass. But what if it's like cute and badass, right? I could like opt for that one at least. I don't have really much experience regarding drawing firearm action. But before I focused on digital art and like doing digital illustrations, I was in the beginning of my art journey like a grinder regarding the art of manga drawings. And the thing manga has like superior to illustrations is that manga, even like for still images, has like movement and energy and has like some kind of vibe. Illustrations are much like paintings like back in the days. Like still images that are like nice to look at, that captures like beauty, cuteness, aestheticness kind of, while manga is like more on trying to tell a story and try to mimic movement even if it's like a still image. So I kind of like can apply that with the things I learned like from doing illustrations. You could like say I'm an illustrator by now, but I have like also like skills regarding the manga kind of aspect. The thing is like though, maybe I'm gonna add color when like the 1 hour mark allows it. Normally like chibi shouldn't like be difficult to draw, but at the same time there are like some techniques involved if you want to try like in an action kind of sense. So I'm not quite sure. I have like a little bit my doubts regarding my skills, since it can be like rusty by now. So yeah. I would like flip it around like that so that I can draw certain things a little bit easier. But yes. And usually I never drew like chibi style like from the side view. Like normally it's like frontal or like at least a little bit so that you can see the full face, but like only like half the face. Okay, I have to get used to that. But yeah, let's get the timer here. So I do like a Wandoro-Challenge. If you don't know what it is, that is like basically a 1 hour drawing challenge. Like in Japanese it's like shortened for like Wandoro. Not like one draw, like but like 1 hour drawing kind of. You're giving like a theme and you try to like finish it in 1 hour. Normally it's like the kind of raffle system that they give you like a randomizer and then you just draw that, but I want like a little bit of the freedom that I can draw what I want, you know, but given like a theme with like with like what's currently trending in the Blue Archive kind of sphere. And currently like Maid Momoi, Maid Midori's banners are like rate up in the Japan server, so those are like most recent, like even their release is like pretty hype kind of, since they have like a combination in the EX animation, both are like related to each other, and the victory pose and the furniture animation are like also like a combo as well. Even though they can like get attracted to the furniture at once, like singular, they can also like the combination. And the furniture interaction is like pretty cute. Like there's like a particular scene, like when it's like Midori alone, she's sitting on the bed, furniture, and she's like yawning, while Momoi, the older sister by the way, is like sleeping. But when they're both together, like combined in the cafe furniture, the younger sibling gives like the older sibling like a lap pillow. So like Midori is a little bit tired, but she takes care of her older sister, who's like taking like quite a long nap, and she's like head petting her. Midori head pets Momoi. The younger sibling takes care of the older one. Kind of cute, I must say. When they do the victory animation together, I really remember, but it is cute. Kind of cool thing when you do like twin characters. But okay. I had to think like about a time when I can like draw both of them together. The thing is like when you draw two characters at once, it's like quite difficult. But with one, within a times limit, it's good enough. It's aight. Okay, you can feel free to draw alongside with me when like the timer starts. But you can also feel free to just watch. So this is like for entertainment purposes. And maybe a little bit of dedication if you want to learn something. I don't know if you can learn something from me, but don't take anything like I like yap about like as advice, you know. It's just like for entertainment and maybe education if you look on other streamers, artists streams to like see what their progress is like. That's all about it. So the stream will be like maybe 1 hour, maybe 90 minutes, maybe 2 hours. Depends on like how it goes. There's like a possibility that I probably won't finish it in time, and I just see like, okay, 1 hour's over, I'm like this far, maybe I feel like that I love the progress, that I loved so far what I drew. Let me use the rest of my energy to complete it, you know? Maybe I get like to 70%, but as long as I feel like motivated, maybe I will push for like 100%. Like what I had to say, it's like the sentiment of most of my Wandoro streams. And yeah, and that pushes me towards like drawing it, something, creating something. But okay. Let me start it. Let me start with a countdown. I start with 5. I count down from 5 to 0, and then I start. So this will be a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and go. Okay, the timer starts. Okay, make it like transparent first. And then let's see the character details. I better make like different layers regarding some features. Like the face is like pretty difficult to draw with this chibi art style, like the eyes especially. But yeah, regarding like those Wandoro challenges, for the most part, when I take it serious, like anything I do, like gaming as well, when I take things serious, I'm like usually go silent and then just focus on the task. But now that is like on stream, you know, like most of the time when I draw on stream, I actually have like the desire to like finish and do the art. Kind of the trap that I can't like provide anything entertaining wise while like the drawing like begins. It's like for the most part like focusing on one aspect. Like maybe I'm like focusing too much on like redrawing lines until it's like perfect. And some artists have like this kind of sentiment that they like redraw until they have like perfect line art. But yeah, I give my best regarding like that. There were true like chibis in this art style, like from the side view. I wonder how it looks like if I do side. Yeah, maybe keep it like round, yes. Normally you do like a little bit of a tip for the nose and such, but I kind of feel like it doesn't feel right if I do it like this. Name the layers. I made like a rough shape. I haven't really drawn this character in a long while. I have drawn her, but this was like maybe last year ago. 1 year like ago. I kinda need to get back to the groove. Especially since I feel like, yeah, kinda like leaves drawing behind for a long while. Even though there are like times where I draw like for thumbnails and stream schedules, like I have to. There are also like times where I don't do it and just like reuse old assets, which is like also like okay, you know, when you're like under time pressure, but same time I shouldn't like repeat it as often, you know. At some points it will become apparent that I just reuse assets and it's really like, yeah, what would pass or something. Back then in the days I was like, I want to do everything myself, you know, and this is like totally okay. You want to be like independent, maybe you want to like prove that you're strong, but nowadays it's like the means it like justifies like the ends, you know, that you like use those things to like justify some of your actions, even like if those might be not what you originally would agree on, but you find like excuses for stuff in order to yeah, have it like easier. I think like for animation especially, it's like important to like choose an easier path, since those are like a lot of hard work. In manga, actually, they take like a long time to. Of course, there are like some of those weekly scheduled stuff, but realistically, it's like not really possible. Unless you would like sacrifice a lot of your health. You kind of feel alive, you know, when you like destroy your body in order to like get to progress, and it's like not necessarily like the healthy kind of even though you produce something, there will be expectation that you're like top this kind of, that you're like able to top your previous work. You made this like maybe in a few days, but you already are like out of stamina at the moment, out of HP. It's like already low because you didn't rest it, you didn't took a nap, your stamina potions are out, you have to go shopping eventually, and yeah. And you have to repeat the process, and if you keep this up for a long while, I don't know, maybe it's like okay to do it once, but if you do it like too often, who knows what will happen to the human body. It's not like a video game. You need to like take a step back and like see what those actions can cause you. Like even a video game, there are like stats like HP bar, stamina and stuff, and those are like not infinite, sadly. If we take it like in the video game terminology, a lot of things are like limited. Of course there are like cheat codes in some of those, but in real life we don't have really cheat codes, right? And even if we would like take a shortcut, you know, and for example like in Japan with like the crane games like sumimasen, there will be parts in life where we won't have the options to like sumimasen, right? So we just rely on that, and then we hit a part where this doesn't work anymore, you're like, oh, I didn't learn how to play the game. Right? We relied on this one cheat code the whole time to like win the game, so that it didn't really like get used to the flow of the game, like how to parry, how to roll, how to abuse invincibility frames to not take damage, and instead to just use like the cheat code over and over again. And then there's like a part in the end game, maybe a mid game, where it doesn't work anymore, and then yeah, you have to like start learning. But if you would be like, oh, this game sucks, and then give up, then yeah, you wasted a lot of progress, a lot of time. Would have like used into learning is the stuff, right? It's like kind of the noob trap for a lot of people. It's better to like learn, you know. Luckily the internet has like a lot of useful information out there. Back in the days it was like a little bit harder, but the upside was like that you didn't have like the brain rot kind of social media like we have like today. That you're like more resilient to like like social media technology, you know. This was like not invasive back then, not like as invasive and like dangerous as right now. They're like there for entertainment, of course, but people would like spend the whole day like scrolling and being on the phone, and yeah, well, with like this constant use, there's like the risk of like being terminally online. Terminally online, this is a term, like permanently online, so to say, and yeah. Also like the thing with gaming. It's also like kind of related to this kind of technology thing. And I read like that gamers are like naturally more unmature than non-gamers. And kind of ironic, I draw like a gamer character. I kind of find her funny. She's like funny. I find her like cute too. And she's like a gamer, but overall, yeah, he's immature. It's like kind of like a good representation of like the gamers of our generation. But I mean, she's like a character. It helps like it's like necessary for the plot that she's like this. She's like the driving force of the game development department. She has like she's like motivated. Even though she has like skill issues in certain things, and a lot of things I would like say, like gaming for example, her aim sucks, and she still gives her all. She has like those motivational speeches and such, and yeah, I think like the sentiment is like that she, yeah, in the game development department she has like the role in like story writing, so she probably played like a lot of story games. What I wouldn't like think that she is like a reader. I don't know if she like reads stuff like actual books. I don't know. But if she does, it would be like quite a surprise and welcome one. But when you're like writing a story, you should at least like have knowledge about like certain classics in literature. Since like fanfics, you know, like social media, what you can like like get from there can be like a double-edged sword. Like internet is like not a safe space, so to say, right? Like if you have like a child or like a younger sibling and give them the freedom to like surf on the internet, do you think this is like a good idea? Would you think that's a good idea? Maybe like for the short term, you know, when you're like annoyed as a babysitter, for example, and be like, okay, let's turn on the TV. This should like solve it. This was like back when maybe like a good short-term solution, but nowadays technology has progressed and people don't really watch TV anymore. They have like video on demand with streaming services, right? But they have also like YouTube. They have like games on the smartphone. But what if you have like something like Google open or like YouTube? If they instead play games like Subway Surfer, for example. What if they go to Google? What if they go to YouTube? And safe search is not on. it might not be a good idea to give them the smartphone. Like children can be smart. Or at the very least can like learn and adapt very fast to like new circumstances. And this can get like dangerous. And then yeah, what if they learn certain words and how do you explain to the parents, right? You are getting in trouble. You. Okay, it's kind of fun to hand draw. It's kind of fun to hand draw guns. Normally should like use a ruler, but for the most part I like hand draw them. Omoshiroi na. Tanoshii na. But okay, maybe the gun might be too long. This is a chibi character. Oh, whatever. It doesn't need to be accurate. It just needs to look like convincing and kind of like cool, cute and badass. He finally has my bullets. I kind of want to empathize on that. But I feel like a lot of artists, they have like the ability to draw like something cool. But the thing is like illustration and like manga kind of approach, they have like different things they like prioritize on learning. For me it was like kind of like action stuff. And for illustrators like I want to draw cute girls or like cute pictures, cute stuff in general. Like attractive, you know, where I have like the sentiment of like, oh, kawaii, you know. There's like this kind of culture with like otakus, Japanese otakus, that I like particularly like those kind of figures more. But when we look at like the West, a lot of people, they watch like, when we ask them, okay, what kind of anime do you watch, then we have like some answers like Naruto or like Dragon Ball, right? Like One Piece, so like a little bit more of the standard kind of stuff, like the like Shonen Jump. It's like less the degenerate stuff and like cute girls doing cute things. It's like more of like, yeah, Sakuga action fight scenes and such, right? Which is like, I think like it's like pretty normal, right? But if I look at now, it might be, I would not be surprised if like, it's like more on the degenerate side. I don't know. I don't know like how respected anime now is. Like back in the days, you couldn't like talk about it openly. Like 1 or 2 decades ago. Maybe like 2 decades ago. Else you would get like you would be like cringe and get bullied, you know, because you like cartoon stuff of this kind of sort. it's like for children, right? Those kind of arguments. Some people would like hate it. But for some reason, yeah, it's like more accepted nowadays. But the problem is like when there's not enough gatekeeping, it will like invite like some weird people out there. And nowadays, like back in the days, there were like no debates. It's just like, oh, it's cringe, and when they don't explore it any further and leave it like alone. And this is like good that they leave it alone, but now a lot of more people like get access to it, and then they're like, yeah, a lot more trauma nowadays, right? With like ex-users, especially. And it's kind of like, maybe the old days were better. Maybe it would be like better if it's like still gate kept to state. Like a lot of people would like, yeah, they wouldn't like the anime and manga stuff, so they keep themselves. We don't need to do anything. Like those people who like enjoy it actually, and the community is like, for the most part, like healthier. When I got like some, for example, to explore it, to like discover it, I was like, oh, those people are like pretty cool. But when I look like at today's age with like those people have access now, it's like not the same anymore. We don't have those cool people anymore. We're like more on the reasonable side. Back in the days, everything was better. but I think like nowadays, like the modern age, you know, with like its technology, it has also like its pros. It's like more, it's convenient and such. We just have to learn like how to deal with those kind of stuff. And in the future, there will be a lot more things going on, like more and more coming, and there's like a lot more to learn, more to adapt to. So it's gonna be a challenge for everyone. So kind of like team play is like necessary. We have to like unite and yeah, power friendship, you know. Join forces to defeat something big. But with like how much brain rot today's age got, and like what short form content can do to one's mind. Yeah, I have like some people in my kind of social circle who are like Zoomers. And they also like notice, yeah, I do get brain rot and I can't escape it. They do need the help, but at the same time I don't really know how can I do that, you know? I don't know them personally. It's like mostly like the online area. At some points you will like find people you can vibe with, and in some special cases those can become like really good friends, but it's just like, yeah, we're like in the same class, right? So naturally interact with each other. It's like this kind of sentiment, that you're like in the same social group, but not necessarily like crucial friends. So yeah. Okay, this is kind of short. What I need to do with the skirt, with the dress, make it like a little bit more on the broader side. make her a little bit more, make the chibi a little more thicker. I think like a bit more chunkier, chubbier. It's like the right word. Like make them more chunkier, make them like more rounder. Like play around with those kind of stuff. Hi. Hello, Bowling. Welcome to the art stream. I'm currently drawing Maid Momoi from the Blue Archive series. And while I'm at it, I like yap occasionally. I do like something like a Wandoro-Challenge. Or like a 1 hour challenge. So the stream will not be that long, but if the time is like over, and I feel like, yeah, I had like fun, I want to see how the picture will look like when I do it to 100%. Then it might like extend to like 30 minutes, or like maybe 1 additional hour. So while doing this challenge, there's like not much to look at, but you can feel free to like draw along, do your do your dailies on whatever game is it, you know. Maybe do your homeworks and then work with me along. Your art style is so cute, I love it, thank you. What do you like about it? What is like cute about it? That's like that makes you say that. Large eyes and oversized heads, it's just nice. Yeah, I like it too. Okay, this looks... That's like this kind of appeal. With like chibi art styles, it's like usually like that. That you don't have like the kind of body size similar to like humans. It's like very super, so it's like super deformed. Like the Japanese people would call like SD, like for short. I say like chibi, but I think like SD, super deformed, is like also the right term. Maybe it's like a little bit more on the weeps kind of side, like more on the otaku kind of term. When you say like chibi. But I think like both terms are like right. We get like to the same kind of understanding on what that is. But chibi style, SD style is generally like I like to see art of those. Even if they if the characters they draw like in the usual kind of body size, like anime-wise, maybe cartoon-wise, maybe like more in their own kind of approach, you know, like a little bit of the Western and Eastern style combined. It can look like great in the end. I don't often draw cute characters, as I just draw horrid abominations right now. I'm trying my take on Gorefield. Oh, see. Gorefield. Sounds interesting. But yeah, I think like the stuff like one prefers to draw, there's always like something to do with like what makes you you, right? But it doesn't have to mean like when like cute girls, like in real life, enjoy like drawing something like super machos and like gore stuff, that they are like this too. There are like those interesting kind of tropes that that the artist doesn't really represent what they draw. There might be like some giga chat, like some buff giga chat like out in the gym, but they're like secretly an artist of like a super cute shoujo manga, for example. And this kind of gap can be like kinda like amusing and cute as well. But when we look like it's like a little cute girl and then look at the stuff she's like drawing, you know, they're like those kind of tropes as well. It's like there are like a lot of different tropes like in the entertainment areas for that. We have like a delinquent, you know, they're like those people you have to be like aware of. They like pick fights with each other, but this delinquent has a heart of gold, and they help like old grandmas, like they help them carrying their bags, like walking them over the street. They help like little kittens, you know, to not like die from hunger. Give them like umbrellas, you know, that have like protection. it's kind of like that I have like the feeling. This can be like good. But regarding like the style, like like combining, having like someone cute draw something something like very unexpected, or like having something buff someone who looks like very dangerous, like draw something cute. There's like also the way like to draw like both kind of stuff and combine it, like do the fusion. It might be cursed, but it can also be like kind of interesting take on stuff, like that you take like those really cool kind of approaches, like really cool ideas, but you draw it with a cute character, or like a meme, you know, like a meme, and then do a cute character, slap a cute character on it. I talked like with an artist about that while they were on a convention. I met them and I was like, oh, I was like walking on the booth over and like I was like passing by over and over, but I couldn't like take my eyes off the drawings. And when I like approached them and be like, hey, I really like your art, man. And they were like happy to talk about with me, you know, like they open up regarding like what their thoughts process like on the drawings like were, and it's like a really interesting like talk with like them. Like when you approach artists, like you know, when they post something on social media and like right under the comment, they would like leave a like, or just if they're like little, like brave enough, they'd be like, thank you, you know. But you don't get to talk to them really that much, you know. They won't like share too much of their secrets. Like maybe a lot of artists are like introverts, so I have like the feeling. I think it's like normal, totally normal. But if it's like in person, you know, if it's like in person, then of course you get like a lot more information out. And talking like with that artist in person, they were like pretty chill, they were like pretty open, and they like shared like how they usually what like they have in mind before like a draw. Somewhat like a little bit on the simple side, but yeah. But art is like, it's like a pretty nice thing. Like however the approach is. Some have like the random idea, some have like the talent for it. But talent is like a word that's like, has to be used with care, you know. Most comes like with skill or like really like love for the thing. I would like say I for example would like say I just got interested in it and yeah and learned. It took like years. Ironic juxtaposition. Okay, I don't know this word. My English is like not the best one. I saw this sentence for a while. I was like thinking what this means, but let me Google that. Lack of two things being seen or placed close together with contrasting effects. Okay, interesting. I probably will forget about it. What do you think of monogram cell shaded stuff? I think like it's cool. It's like a cool aspect of like I mean like especially like in how it's called. It's like similar to like manga kind of. But it's like also like very monochrome, you know, like it's like black and white usually, but still has like a lot of it's like really good still in like expressing things, and it's like usually fast to draw. I must like say. While like in the Western, like the kind of comic style is like more colorized but in return it's like worth the wait. It's like more detailed and such, right? Most of my art is just monochrome, cell shaded because I hate coloring. Yeah, I mean I can understand it. I wasn't like really particularly good at like coloring, and because I wasn't good I was like hating it. It's just like that, you know. I was like, nah, I'm not skill issued. I'm not skill issued. I'm not skill issued. I just hate coloring. It's not like I hate coloring. No, not at all. Tsundere like that, right? But actually I was like always interested in like coloring since when I saw like really good illustrations, then it made me want to try at least, right? So like when I see like good things over and over again, and then yeah, I learned to like overcome that. I'm not like saying you can too, like every person like is like different. Some really hate like coloring, and the same thing doesn't apply for everyone. I mean, else my PNG here would be very colorless as well, and maybe not that expressive too, but it's like something. It's like not that most detailed in the coloring kind of technique wise, but it's good enough, right? I have like a hair color, I have a skin tone, there are like some color palettes, and this is like decent enough, and some people would like say, bad, right? At least like we know how to draw the character if we want to do like fan art. Like if things like stay black and white forever, maybe, yeah, maybe things wouldn't be like so colorful and expressive. Even though manga does like really good job with that. That's like usually like black and white. like the very first anime, you know, like Astro Boy. Nah, not really the first anime, but like Astro Boy is like one of the very old anime, for example. Like for the god founder, the god of manga, like Osamu Tezuka, and it was like a monochrome one, like similar to like those mute movies, for example. Like they were like square based, and it was like black and white, but as things like go on, like as art like evolves and like techniques, we also like, get like colors, such, right? Like the very first Mickey Mouse was like black and white, but as time goes on, things like evolve naturally. So yeah, even though like colorless has like a lot of charm and such, and you can do like really detailed art in a short amount of time, at some point you need like color for like promoting stuff. I mean, like if you need a cover, for example, cover art of like the booklets of the volumes, or like CD cases, video games, you know, yeah, you need a little bit more than that. And learning that is like not hard. Just like needs a little bit of time. Okay. Colorless art in general also has a different vibe. That's a very good reason most horror art is monochrome, with rough sketch sorta look. Black and white generally often feels more sinister than colored stuff. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But when we have like black and white stuff, right? But the only thing that's like colored is like blood. Like the color of blood. Then it also like has something interesting, like storytelling. Like if we just look at the storytelling art, or if we look at like hidden messages in like art, right? Then this can be like pretty cool too. Like in those usual black and white movies. When like color got like included, for example like Schindler's List, it like helped without it was like a kind of interesting style of storytelling. And even if you don't know Schindler's List, like even anime, there are like certain scenes there where like it's like all black and white, but all of a sudden a certain character is like highlighted in a color, and then this character seems important, or this has like a message or something. Like point of view, you are this character now. You see, well, all your world is like gray, dull, black and white. Now you see some light on their way. But yeah, I don't want to disagree with it. I agree. Black and white has something nice to do. I understand that. Just my 2 cents to the whole thing. Okay. Where was I? At like this. Okay, there's 2. Okay, how do I do this? First of all, try to... Okay, it's too much. Then put a layer below that. Maybe for this one I do this. Okay, then I can delete this stuff. That's like... The black and white essentially being representative of his grief, and colored things such as blood of memories represent things that are important to the main character specifically. I see. Okay, I read in the wrong order. Yeah, I see what you mean. I even have an OC for a game I might make that has very good explanation for the world being black and white. The black and white essentially being representative of his grief, and colored things such as blood or memories represent things that are important to the main character specifically. Nice. Okay. Normally... Nah, I'm not gonna try to change the topic. Kinda have like the kind of like how it's called. Sometimes I like forget about a topic from before and just move on. But in general, when people use like a discipline they have, like for the better, you know, that they try to like implement in their storytelling. This is like super, this can make things like feel a little bit more complete and like less on the why is it like that. Or like Dragon's Dogma, for example, but like for most video games there's like the limitation of like movement. I mean, you can run around in most video games, you can jump, right? But swimming is like for each game different. Like in GTA you can swim, in some like open world games you can swim, but Dragon's Dogma, for example, you can't really swim. And like programming wise, this can be like hard to do. You have to like include more animations. It's like a lot more work, right? And for like artists, for some artists can be like the same sentiment with like drawing without color and drawing with color. So there needs to be kind of explanation, like if you write a story, if you do something, regardless like what kind of creative direction, there needs to be explanation for things. For example, when for like Dragon's Dogma, that you can't do like movements, your open world movements like in the water. It's like because the water is like it's like full of like certain kind of monsters. It's like cursed, and when you try to like swim in it, you will get like devoured by some beasts. And okay, water is a no-go. It's like the kind of like thing they like included, so so why this kind of stuff doesn't work. You can only like move via land, and the water's like part of the no-go. Especially like similar to like how games like make like some kind of how it's called, where they can like fall into like a bottomless depth, you know. Like when they're like in the top of the mountain, then they can't like fall off the they can't like walk off the mountain and fall. The game won't allow them to do that, because it's like in the lore that like for example in Dragon's Dogma, that they can't go into the water. So if you try to walk into the water, they would like walk into this invisible wall. And this is like kind of interesting, like how they like explain those things, because why why this is not possible, right? And this is like really interesting. Normally, like as a player, it's like, oh, I can't walk in this area, okay, makes sense. But when it's like explained with something, like backed up with some lore, with some reason, then it feels a little more, yeah, more complete. It feels more authentic, right? And when we use the same logic for like black and white, like as artists, you know, maybe we do like the hidden training arc before we use like fully colorized professional stuff on the drawing. It might like turn out well. That's like why certain games take like longer in development. Some take like years, right? Until people like perfected the craft. Doesn't have to be with drawing alone, but can also like be in different fields. Until they're like ready. The best barriers are ones that feel natural, such as Subnautica's coastal leviathans at the void. Way better than some invisible wall. Yeah. I didn't play Subnautica, but having some lore to explain why there's an invisible wall, a force field they can like enter, like having something that hinders the protagonist at all costs to go in there, or like the player character. It feels like more natural, makes sense, right? So this is like really good that Subnautica does that. I heard like a lot of good things about that, and when this is like one of the features, like one of the things you tell me, it must be great. It must be a great experience. At the same time, I heard like that can feel spooky, similar to like how Minecraft can be. Usually it's like it has like more of the kind of reputation that's like a chill game, but it can be scary at times, right? Okay, how I do the weapon. Weapon is like a pink one. Maybe I need more colors. Okay, I see like 10 minutes might be a little bit too clutch, but I should be able to get something done in that time. I forgot something regarding the character details. There's also like something like a halo the Blue Archive characters have. Shouldn't forget about that too. Like usually like when you draw like characters from a franchise, like when you do fan art, it's always important to have like the character sheet open and check like for the relevant stuff on the character design. Most people like forget about stuff, for example. They're like, for example, like Toho characters, but for them it's like mostly exception if you do like things differently, because like the original art style is like not that good to take like to use a reference for like the artwork, since it's like, yeah, it's like mostly up to the rotation for like some kind of parts on how it can look like. So like a lot of interpretations of like fan art of Toho characters can be like really interesting. Like nice to look at. There's like no not really a canon version. I mean, there's a canon one, but usually like the fan art is like more interesting to look at. Since like Zin is like not really particularly a master in drawing, and they recognize that, which is like also like understandable, but they're like pretty open to like a lot of fan work, which is like good. Not only like open in like fan art, but in general like fan work, like games, like music and such, and they would like allow to monetize off of them as long as they don't spoil the game's ending, for example. There's like a lot of good things for a company or like for indies if they allow things like that. Okay, a little bit weird. I was like talking about art and taking something as references, but I was like almost forgetting about where I started, like with taking references. Yeah, usually when I draw like archive characters, I sometimes forget one important thing. Like what I draw is like might be like a cute girl and such, but they usually like have halos. Like similar to like angels, right? And a lot of artists, especially like professional ones, they would forget to draw the halo. So it's like kind of the of the important rules to never forget drawing that one. And yeah, but usually what I would like do is like drawing it right at the end. Like when I'm about to finish the artwork. For some characters like really easy. It's like just a circular shape above the head that's like floating. But for some they have like really special forms. Really special patterns. I'll be quiet and not distract you anymore. Okay, I appreciate it. The thing is like though, I'm a streamer, you know? That means I'm an entertainer. So if our stream is like completely silent, it will not do good in the long run. Especially if like people who like will eventually watch the VOD. Like kinda like think like a lot about my about the VOD gang and some regulars who do watch some of those. I tend to like yap a lot when it comes like to drawing stuff. Maybe not as much as I need to do, but yeah, it still like happens. There were like times where I would like yap for the first 40 minutes of the stream, but then see like, oh, I have only like 20 minutes left. Let me focus, and then I was like seeing, oh, yeah, okay, no wonder there are like not many not. While most people would like skip to the ending, and then it's like, ah, okay, okay. I kind of need to let the show go on, but I won't be like finished in time. Like 10 minutes are like not enough. I do feel like I can like add more to the picture, you know, since like a little bit of the base colors are applied, but it doesn't look like quite finished, convincing, right? So need to do more. Yeah, without color it had like a different effect, but need to see what I can do with how things are right now. Let me check the timer. It's about 3 minutes. Okay, I won't be finished in time. But let's say it doesn't take that much anymore for me to complete it. I might not be at the 100%, but maybe like around 70%, right? In such a case, I do feel like, yeah, when it's like not that much anymore, let me use the rest of my power. Usually it takes like some kind of MP, some amount of MP if you want to like draw and finish our artwork. But sometimes there are like days where you, I don't feel like it, I have an art block, or I don't have, can't muster the energy to draw stuff, and yeah, you like slack off, right? And sometimes when you don't draw in a long while, you wonder like, oh, I haven't like drawn in a while. I'm I'm losing EXP. I need to draw something, but then you can do the simple trick that you like a little bit of like ikigai, the 5-minute rule, but for me it's like the 1 hour challenge, so to say. So that I be like, okay, Tosan, how about you draw a picture, like an artwork within an hour? Should be alright, I guess, right? And most of the times I would be like, yeah, let me draw something within 1 hour. And it takes not that much MP from my bar to like do something with an hour, but most of the times I see like, oh, it looks not bad. The 1 hour is over, but it doesn't look bad. Let me use the rest of my MP to like finish the artwork, and then yeah, I naturally would like get to drawing a lot more easily. Of course I can like do it in a short amount of time, of course, but as long as you like repeat the action over and over again, things you will naturally improve, right? You naturally get better. Like your speed will increase, for example. And then like 1 hour might be really enough at some point to like complete a full out illustration. Now I see like that the time is like over, but I feel like I want to finish that, so I'm gonna move on. And just like see how it looks like at 100%. I need to draw the halo as well. We're gonna see how I will do that. I have a crippling addiction to finding and watching streams with little to nobody watching. That's nice. You find like your niche. Might mean that I won't have you as a regular, but as long as you have like a little bit joy in your everyday, you know, with like this kind of niche, feel welcome to hop in. You might like enrich some dreamer's life, you know, as like they are in their art journey. or if it's like not art, in like their kind of entertainment. It always makes someone else's days. Even before you... But for my case, I don't really mind, you know, if like nobody's watching at all. The good thing like about YouTube videos is like that they're like discoverable. That at some point people will like stumble upon it. It doesn't have to take off like while I'm live. It might like take off while I'm like doing my other stuff, you know. Even when I like pass away, it might pop off. You will never know, right? The thing is like things you put out, like anything in the content creation scene, like art, like music, like literature. When you bring something out, it is like a ticking time bomb that can like explode at any time. Even when you're dead, it's still like ticking. At some point it will explode and will catch people's attention. So let's take for example like something in the literature, like Moby Dick. The author passed away, but at some point like a professor, they stumbled like in the library like upon the book Moby Dick. They read the book and then they were like, hey, this is a banger. And then they spread the words, and wonder what happened, right? Like, you might not know much about Moby Dick, but you probably heard about the term, and it got like movies, it's got like very popular in the days, and yeah. So you will never know what happens. Okay, I won't read out loud, but yeah. It is like that. So I'm not particularly like worried if I get like no watchers. I just have like this in my mind and then like, yeah, daijoubu. And I'm still like gaining experience. I need like the algorithm to work for me. But it is like a very slow growth, and this is like pretty okay for me. It's like slow, but it is steady. I get like every week, every month, some numbers rising. It's like fine for me. How do I do this? So when I had like no colors at all, it looked like kinda badass. But now with colors, I kinda have to think on how I make it more badass. Yeah, probably I have to do something about the line art on the effects. Or the whole line art in general. Yeah, I guess. I will find a way. Let me think. I have now a little bit of time, now that I don't have a the timer anymore, so I have no pressure on that. It's like black and white, I don't have much to worry, but now with colors, how do I make it more cool? I guess like you use like layer stuff and work with that. I saw like some effects on that, but I only used like in the kind of illustration kind of way. So it's like a little more on the painting kind of stuff. And it's like, it's like, yeah, it's like something nice to look at, but it's nothing like, yeah, Sakuga, it's like action, yo, let's go. It's nothing like that usually. And those are like illustration techniques, but nothing like combination of like badass stuff. Maybe like animation techniques, but those are like not in the same spectrum as like still images on like expression, like movements and stuff. I take an addictive drug every single day. Caffeine. Alright. Yeah, maybe you have like with my stuff, good caffeine, a good drug. Not that I'm promoting myself. But I have like very few viewers on a daily basis too, but it might be with the content I like to. Like a lot of stuff I do has something to do, it's like in relation to like a gacha game called Blue Archive. And I mean like drawing is a niche, yes, but Blue Archive is like even a bigger niche. Some people might like know of it from memes, you know, but let's say it's like used for gatekeeping. And a little bit of insider jokes. But yeah, other than that, I do like stuff mostly about Blue Archive. But I have to think about about people who might not be interested in that as much. So yeah, maybe this is like a good bait to do a drawing stream, and then I do Blue Archive. Oh, what is this character? This is pretty cute. Let me check, and then let's go. I have more people. I have more people here. Can talk about it with. Let's join the niche. Let's join the army. Okay, how do I do this? Actually, Nah, this is actually good enough. It's chibi, it doesn't need to be professional. It doesn't need to be like on point. It just needs to look convincing enough, and this is like convincing enough actually. So she's shooting, so this means like the shadow should be like on the back, yeah. The lighting will be like on the front. Usually what my idea was with this image is like to, like with this art, is like to give like a sense of like action and like rapid fire. But how can you express like rapid fire in like a still image? It's like something I was like thinking about. When it's like a rapid fire of punches, and you can draw like multiple fists, you know, that are like slightly deformed, like slightly like transparent in a sense, so that it seems like that the fists are like so fast that you see like 1,000 fists on the screen. But when it's like gunfire, what can you do, right? So I can't do much about that. Multiple bullets at once, doesn't. It's like, it's an idea, yes. I was like thinking about that. Not quite, I can't like quite understand with that idea when it came to my mind. There are like some limits with like manga techniques and then rapid fire. But probably Murata sensei, like Yusuke Murata, the one who's like working with the One Punch Man mangaka, like the one who does like the better art, like Yusuke Murata, maybe they have like an idea. I don't know. Actually, I saw like a scene in the web manga where we have like the Gatling gun hero. But yeah, there were not like 100 bullets on the panel. It was like okay, now that I talk about it, let me check it out. Let me make some research. How do I do this? I want to share it on the screen too. I guess like they don't mind. Oh, actually, no. Is the web manga freely accessible? Like, is it did I break any copyright laws? Let me check. One Punch Man web manga. Okay, the original is freely accessible. Okay, let me don't do the screen share, I guess. Yeah, I need to check it. I need to check. Where was that actually? Which chapter? I don't know. It was like in the Garo arc, kind of. It got like an anime. It's got like animated too. It's like in the season 2. I kind of need to see. This is the tournament arc. Not what I'm looking at. Not what I'm looking for. Okay, that's not it either. That's not it either. Let me take some research. what should I talk about while I'm looking at it? The only anime I really watched was Pokemon Death Note, and I don't really read manga. No, that's okay. That's okay. The only exposure to that Japanese culture is like via Pokemon Death Note. We have at least something. I always liked the Pokemon anime since the fighting scenes there were like pretty good. But to translate this into like action and motion might not be the easiest. Death Note on the other hand, like Death Note and Pokemon are like really like different, like in their kind of vibes. Like while Pokemon's like more for the younger generation, Death Note is like for the more mature audience, right? Pokemon relies like on its Pokemon, like its mascots, and their fight system, their battle system with like the Pokemons, like with elements, you know, giving commands, and there's like a certain kind of strategy which makes it like engaging. And sometimes they're like wholesome moments. But regarding like Death Notes, we don't really have battles, but like in a physical sense, but we have it like on a mental kind of sense. So that we have like the kind of like, how we call it? It's like the kind of mystery, but also like, how can I make this guy drop his guard? How can I like frame this person? It's like kind of like playing a card game and like not telling what your starter hand is, while like trying to find out what kind of hand the other guy has. And it's like really interesting. There's an anime for Pokemon called Pokemon Horizons. In the first episode, an innocent schoolgirl gets kidnapped. He was unfortunate to be our main character. At least Air's journey was a choice. Yeah. I don't know much about the Pokemon series, to be honest. At some point I stopped watching, so you're like a lot farther than me regarding the Pokemon series. Nice. You're like ahead of me. Okay, let me Google search. I don't remember the chapter anymore. One Punch Man, Garo versus Heroes. Ah, there it is. Which chapter is that? Chapter... Okay, I found the chapter, okay. It's like this chapter, okay. Okay, let me see. The one scene where he fires multiple bullets. Ah, okay. Okay. It's not the same, it's not what I imagine it to look like. But I guess I need to stick to my idea. I can't copy that. Doesn't really fit the image I was like imagining, but I learned something. Okay. Let me continue with the drawing. Let me like check the comments as well. TBH, I do want a more adult anime for Pokemon just about how horrifying the world can be. You know, like Hypnocat killing children and Driflon stealing children. A lot of dead kids. There's a reasonable amount of dead kids in Pokemon. Oh, good news for that. The thing is like, yeah, I can understand the sentiment that you want like a more dark feeling for like Pokemon. That it's like not all that happy and wholesome and such. But the thing is like, it's like a television kind of series. It can't work, you know, since there are like certain laws, and it would not sell really well, the kind of aspect. But if you're looking for that mature kind of side, you can check out the Pokemon manga, and those are actually more what you're looking for regarding what you like described. And let's say that the art style in the manga might be more to your liking than what's like in the anime. I know like anime is like more colorful, they have like movements, they have like voices and music, but you know, the thing is like that certain stories can only be told in a specific kind of art style and like medium, right? I don't really know like on what manga exactly that is, but I checked. I was like, when I was like watching Pokemon videos, some people would like refer to the manga. They would like show certain panels and such, and like for example Gary, like during the first generation, for example, first gen, second gen and such, there was like this kind of story regarding Gary and Red, like not Ash, it's like Trainer Red, like when you play the games, for example, they're like those kind of characters. It has like a lot of interesting things going in storytelling and lore, and like how brutal it can be, and that like certain Pokemon trainers get like almost unalive by like Pokemon assaults, and it's like that. So it has like this kind of dark approach. So, and I know like the anime and like the merchandise is like what people like see it the most. It's like cute and wholesome, and oh, we have like this cool looking Pokemon, and they're like furry stuff out there. This is like what they interested is, but there's like something more mature out there and like more about the world building of that, and it's really interesting. How am I? How's my day? Oh, my day is like about to end. I can't really say much, but okay, hello. Welcome to the art stream. I was like doing a Wandoro-Challenge. This time is like over, but I see like, oh, I kinda want to finish the image. I kinda want to finish what I draw. So yeah, currently drawing Maid Momoi from the Blue Archive series. He's like a recent released character in the Blue Archive Japan server, and it's kind of like trending to draw them, you know, like the Maid twins. I wanted to draw like her to complete the sets. Last week I drew like Maid Midori, and now I'm like here on the way and like finishing this one, at least like trying to. I don't really know how to like finish it. Probably gonna leave it like that, maybe add some color here. But yeah, gonna see. I think like the bullet effect here for this one was like similar tone to her gun color. Kinda need to like think on how to do that, how to execute that. Especially since it's a gun, there are like also like bullets and like anti-magazines flying, or like anti-bullets. How do you do that? Magazine is like a magazine that she uses is like a holster. It's like usually like where you attach it to something. Don't really know how guns works. I should like make my research if I want to place more authentic designs, but at the same time it's like a chibi, so you don't have to be like on point with like details. You don't have to. Normally you should like follow rules within the sphere of art, but there are like some exceptions, right? Where it's like, ah, daijoubu, daijoubu. You can ignore that. Yeah, let me check for the video. I think like I posted it somewhere. Oh, it was like here, the server. Yes, yes. Let me check. How does it look like? Can I pull up a window? Let me see. The emote. Windows capture. Turn off the BGM. So this is kind of what attack looks like. So it's kind of like pinkish, and it's like rapid fire. Kinda want to draw that. But yeah, I have like now the color scheme inside. Yeah, I guess I can do it like that. It's like a lighter color. Then I have to do like, yeah, it's a pink shot. Lighter color tone. I guess I can start something with that. It's lighter tone, so... how do I do this? I think like 2 different color schemes. Normally I would like fill in... Maybe a stronger tone doesn't make it. I need like 2 different colors. Need to work with layers, that I know. I don't really know how this technique works. Let me try something. I have like one technique in mind I can apply here. It might not be the exactly same, but I can try at least. Can give it a shot. I could be like, oh, I don't know how this works, I'm gonna give up, but I can at least give it a try. It might not work, but I tried. I gave it my best shot. There's like a certain lighting technique. I was like using for a long while. I never use it for chibi art style, but I never use it for chibi art style. But this might be a moment where I need to use it. Okay, this was like multiple layers I need to apply. How was that? I don't remember anymore. Let me think. It was a lighting technique. I have a base color. Ah yes, okay. I'm using a multiply layer. I need a cold tone. Shadowish. apply to the whole image. And do this here. A cold gray. Then apply one more layer. Color Dutch. Or like warm light. And usually when there's light, you have to apply like lighting techniques. I'm not really sure on how much and how it works, but I apply like basic logic, so everywhere where's like light. So Sun, I follow you on Twitter. Arigato, thank you for the follow on X. You make really good drawing? Yeah, thank you. I'm probably do, if you say so. I don't have like much of an opinion on my drawings, to be honest. I don't have Twitter, but I would follow you if I did. Thank you. I mean, I have like multiple platforms, but my biggest one so far is like on the X. I kind of had like a goal back in the days, but I guess it was like a little bit too big of a goal to like aim for. So I kind of like, yeah, let's say I like pushed that goal like back. I don't like say I gave up, but I push it like back and would like say I lowered my expectations like regarding growth on any social media where I like post my art. Especially like since certain things like changed like, with like Twitter Blue for example. So you wouldn't like gain followers that easily anymore. Unless you like subscribe, be like pay to win. And yeah, kind of like rigged the whole game. But that's fine, that's daijoubu. There are like different ways to like grow and like stand out. Yeah, X is like not that good anymore for artists and like algorithms such. like back in days, you know, it would like push like certain stuff that's like trending right now. So let's say we have like a certain video game release when it would be like popular, so like things that are like related to this kind of video game that's like out would like be more recommended. So if you drew like, for example, like Elden Ring came out and you draw like Elden Ring characters, that would like come in the timeline with some news. So if you use like Elden Ring hashtag, for example, that would like pushed forward when it was like still Twitter. But now that it's like kind of X, those people who don't have the subscription or don't have like the check mark, their post wouldn't get like forwarded to its algorithm. For that to happen, you have to get like the subscription, which is like Twitter Blue, ironically. So you have to use like X, but you can like promote it to Twitter, and then you would get like the benefits from back in the days. And yeah, it's kind of, yeah, either you like adapt and follow the meta, or you just would not and stay like free to play, kind of cope. This is like about the gist of it. I would like say, yeah, it affected me, but at the same time it's like, yeah, whatever, right? It's like for me, oh no. Anyways, I don't care that much. Okay, what is that? Oh, by the way, what was one of your key roots for in art? For me it was Sonic X, as pathetic as that is. Art of that spooky hedgehog sort of spiraled out into what I do now. It sucks that Twitter used the same name as the original X fella. Yeah. Okay, regarding my root of art, and Sonic is like pretty like normal. Like a lot of people got into drawing because of like Sonic, and I know like of some really good artists I like follow and like respect that started like because of Sonic, and no shame from my side, but in general I won't like trash talk anyone who have like a certain interest for anything they like in particular. It's kind of like rude, you know, to bash on something people are like passionate about. Yeah, right. Would make me a bully, a harasser, right? And not good at all. I mean, I could do that, but at the same time I like understand where you come from. I mean, I had like kind of a passion too that stemmed like from that kind of thing. So for my case, maybe it's a little bit cliche. Maybe it's a little bit cliche. But it was like several steps for me. It was like not from one trigger alone. There were like several kind of things, and it started just with it started off with the exposure to like Eastern culture, like with its entertainment culture, with like manga and anime. But I was like not aware at that moment. I was like very young at that point, and didn't know much of the world, so to say. So I would like, so the TV would be like turned on, and something that looked like cartoon, but it's like anime actually, would like play on the television. I was like kinda, hey, that looks cool. And as like time passes on, you know, I would like see more and more of those stuff. It would like sink into my brain that like this kind of art style exists, but I still would like think it's like, yeah, it's like animated cartoon. Still, I didn't like know the things to like separate those kind of genres. It was for me like all the same, which is like maybe not the best approach, but I was like young and dumb back then, so excuse my younger me. It's like the same to be like, yeah, Sonic is Nintendo, but they are actually not Nintendo. I put it like all in the same boat because it was like more convenient that way, but I was like just a dumb little child, and yeah. But as I got like more exposed to it, you know, as like I grow older, like my brain actually develops and I can like form like proper thoughts and such, I would like recognize, hey, okay, this is like different from the other stuff, and that's cool. But I wouldn't like necessarily get this drawing back then. Maybe like when I got like around like high school, and I had like desire to like draw, no, not draw, but had like a story in mind I want to like realize, and I would like tell a friend about that, and they are like, hey, can I help you? That sounds cool. Maybe we can team up, you know, for my team. And I had like in that time I had like read a certain amount of manga and like anime as well. Like one of the first ones were like Dragon Ball, so to say. It might be like one of the reasons why I like started off with like got like interested in that. Like maybe it's like a little bit cliche since like Dragon Ball was like a few weeks like in the news with like its author passing away, but I must say it's not like one of the big factors why I got like into the thing in the first place. So I got like first expo so like to the media of like manga and anime thanks to Dragon Ball. I would like saw a lot of video games of that too, and I was like, hey, that looks cool. And I was like playing it a lot when I was like visiting some friends, and I would like play the games on their side. Let me think. We're looking like at the artwork, but let me think about an answer as well. Ooh. Of trial and error I have to do. But yeah. I read like the manga Bakuman. This is like by the same authors and artists that did like Death Note. And Bakuman is like basically like a story of like aspiring mangakas who made like their way, who are like making their way into like becoming a great manga artists in the world. They were like just normal teenager guys, like in high school. But there was like a trigger in their life that made them want to draw manga. And they were like teaming up. And I was like thinking, yeah, maybe I want to draw manga too. This story inspired me. When a friend of mine catch on to like that, I want to do something and we reminded of that and was like, hey, let's go. Let's do the same thing as in the manga. But reality was like not quite the same, but it gave me like quite the boost. It's similar to like the Wandoro-Challenge here. Normally on my own, I wouldn't have like interest on starting a project. Since you know, when you do like a project, it just has like to do a lot of work hours, it has like to do with commitment, you have to put in a lot of work, and then yeah, if you think about everything of the process, it's like hard. But if it's like only 1 hour, you do one artwork, okay, great, then let's do 1 hour. 1 hour's over, but then you still feel like, hey, I'm like right in the flow right now, I feel like drawing more, let's continue. And this was kind of the idea. So someone gave me a push, I was like just going along with the flow. At some point they gave up, but at the moment they gave up, I already was like far too deep in, and now I can't go back anymore. And even though I sucked at drawing, you know, even though I had like done some amateur manga and shouted like proudly to everyone while it's like still very bad. I was like proudly showing it around, being like, hey, I made this, look, and yeah. And I did that for a few years. Yeah, I tried to make my own. I still have like some of the manuscripts around. It's still like, but the thing is like, when I started like drawing, I still used like pen and paper. It was like not in the digital kind of area, so sharing that kind of stuff will be like very difficult. I might have to like do a handcam stream, but the thing is like the resolution of the webcam sucks, so you won't be able to read anything or like see anything, probably. But I could also like scan every single page, but the thing is like those are like 50 pages things, and there are like several unfinished manuscripts, so there's all like maybe like about 150 pages, 200 pages, and it's like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe when I hit like a certain subscriber goal, then I'd be like, okay, let's get this out of the archive, you know, and show to everyone. But yeah, I did some kind of manga. I tried to do like comics, so to say. And it was fun. I must say it was fun. 楽しかった。And while I did that, my art style like improved. So it took me like about 2.5 years to get that. But it was like mostly thanks to the circumstance that I was like a poor little boy. I was like a student, you know. I wouldn't get as much pocket money, so I had to like kind of learn by like checking some guidebooks I could like borrow in the library, and like checking on some like references. But normally you would like start to copy someone's artworks, like art style you like, and then not only from one artist but like several artists, because it would give you more originality, and why not? I think like more things are better, the more the merrier. But yeah, I would like do my own art style. I talk like about that I like Dragon Ball, for example, but my art style doesn't look like Dragon Ball at all, right? So this was like kind of the pro for me going on to that. And yeah, it's a lot of work regarding art and regarding scanning and such, but of like my old manuscripts. Junji Ito has some cool manga stuff. Yeah, I know of Junji Ito too. Junji Ito is like pretty cool person, and I like the interviews. Like making Junji Ito scared, and he wouldn't like show any visible expressions, you know, but then he would be like, oh, that was scary. Super cute. Actually use like sometimes Junji Ito's expressions like as emotes, like and stickers in like some Discord servers, and be like, yeah, use it as a reaction image. And yeah. But it was him to actually scared. Oh, this was scary. Oh, I think I have an idea. Maybe this can work. Don't starve together? Yeah. Maybe it does resemble it. I don't know. I saw like a lot of the game from streamers. But first time I heard about this comparison, that it might like remind of this kind of game. Interesting. Actually... seen a bunch of streams online, and this one's probably one of the most chill. It's kind of refreshing. Hey, thank you. Yeah, I try my best actually to like keep an entertaining kind of atmosphere, so to say. But I usually like do streaming just to like gain the experience, since I guess like in the future it's gonna be more important, more and more, to get to this kind of standard, you know. Be like, yeah, maybe. But it's like more for hobby, so to say, like doing the streaming. But you're like a streamer, that means you have to be an entertainer, right? So makes sense, I guess. But not saying like, oh, yeah, that's totally natural. That's like what I do anyway. That's my job. It's not my job. It's just a hobby, you know. But I find like enjoyment and fun in it. And I do that like for a few years. Like when you check my YouTube, it might not be apparent, since like some stuff are like not there anymore. It's like kind of archived or like privated or like unlisted at the very least. But I did that like for a while. But I was like thinking that at some point of my last year, like around last year, like maybe around December, September, I was like, okay, let's make it regularly. I was like more of this sporadic streamer, so I would like say I would like stream whenever I felt like it. And this was like maybe not the best I would like say. I had like a lot of regulars, a lot of viewers, so to say. But because I was like so unpredictable, and sometimes I wouldn't like stream for months, I would like lose them naturally. So it's kind of like that. Of course, some like stayed, but I still had like some losses, and yeah. But I had like different like other interests at that time. But I kind of like matured, I guess, in that kind of time. And kind of saw like, hey, this was actually fun, you know. Let's do that more often. Let's do like stream schedules finally. Let's do the streaming not on Twitch anymore, but also like mainstream, like on YouTube, and it's like gonna be more predictable. That I actually like how it's called. That I actually like make it more easier for the audience, right? Like I didn't make it particularly easy for them, so it's kind of my fault too, like Pastosan's fault. And yeah, it's like pretty normal, so you F around, you find out, and I found out. It's like the best way of learning. But yeah, this is like usually how life is. Agree with that. Maybe something like this. But yeah, usually I know like talking is like really good when you do those kind of long streams. But usually I do my best to not stream for too long. Gonna walk for my fur babies, be right back. Okay, itarashai. See you later. Usually I don't try to keep my streams for too long. I know like some people do enjoy like those chill streams, but the thing is like they are chill because there's like no pressure such. But I still try to keep it in a short kind of sense, since I respect like the time of like my viewers, you know. I don't want to waste a lot of your time. Not like to say that I don't enjoy staying with my audience, like if I get any audience at all. But I do cherish you guys. I cherish you gamers, and yeah, everyone has like a real life as well. And I, for example, have like at some point like busy phases in my life, and I do like appreciate for myself like streams that don't like take a lot of time. When I like find someone enjoy, I can't like always watch, since they are like endurance streamers and it's gonna be like a long while to like catch up on the streams, like maybe like some 7-hour streams, and I can't like full attention to it, since I have like a lot of different things to do in my everyday today too. So if it's like not something I can listen to as a podcast, if they do like gaming streams, it's kind of like, yeah. For drawing streams, for example, the most entertaining part is like when it's like chill and when people like talk, right? And this you can like listen to as a podcast. And occasionally, when you decide to look at the screen, like at the VOD, there would be like progress, and it's like, wow, they are already at this point, and it's like kind of the reward for like looking at. You don't have to like actually be fully watch the screen and progress. This is like not what I like expect you gamers to do. It's like totally okay to like be AFK once in a while, be like sporadic there, but if you like still there with me, I appreciate that too. Motion blur. Oh, this looks kind of badass. Apply that. Okay, すごいじゃん。すごいじゃん。Okay, now for this one effect here. I can like also add some filter. Let's see. Doesn't make much of an impact, but I see something. すごいじゃん. Then while I'm at it, let me like improve that thing here. Maybe a little bit more on the bigger side, since the effect is like on the, yeah. Let's take this one. Let's transform it a little bit. Then I have to adjust the coloring as well. Draw and traditional? I saw curiosity. So regarding that, the way I like learn art is via traditional means. I did like via pen and paper, if you remember my answer to like Bolim's question on like how I started drawing, what was like motivation. And for the longest time, I only drew traditional, like pen and paper. I even like used like ink and tried like the kind of manga approach, like right, how like professional mangakas in Japan would do that. And I got like really into it. And I did that for years, and I felt like very confident and like good at the art of like drawing with pen and paper. And I was like kind of in the camp of like, oh, I don't draw with color, I suck at it, so to say. I was like very shy at this kind of stuff, regarding this kind of stuff. So I wouldn't do that. But actually, you know, as like time goes on and more and more interesting stuff happened, I kinda gave up on drawing for a very long while. Like about 2 years on a hiatus. And then something happened, not 2 years. Don't really know how many years this was. I don't really remember. But you know, I was like thinking back in the days, hey, I draw like with pen and paper. And I don't have X. I was like a poor boy. I was like a student. And even when I stopped being a student, I was still like poor, because I was like not prepared about the life after the school. Kind of, they don't teach you how to do taxes, they don't teach you how to apply for jobs and what to do in the interview, right? So I was really like unprepared and kind of like helpless. I didn't know what to do. And even though I had like the dream of like drawing my job, like in the country I was like in, you know, like as a whale, me as a whale, I don't really know how to do that. I mean, like, well, naturally you will get like rich, right? Parents will carry you, but actually not. They don't have much of a clue to it. They will like point you in the direction, but it's not necessarily one where you want to go. But yeah, I kind of followed along and kind of like lost my track, and I kind of like lost opportunities to draw at that time. It's kind of like the coming of age, right? That you don't have any time anymore for your passions. Normally you should like do a job that you enjoy, that you have fun with, that you can do like long term, right? But I couldn't do that. But there was like a point happening in life where my motivation to draw came back. I did like some art occasionally, even though I lost my motivation, but there was like a point in life where it fully came back. This was like around the time when I watched VTubers, and when Whole Life English came, like Holomyth. And there was like an art stream with like Ninomai Inanis, and he brought me back to it. Like I've watched like the very first stream and followed them all along in the journey. I still appreciate that. So when you see like my very first art, it was like about like the one I pinned, it was like from Amila Watson from Holomyth. But there was like also like a member in Holomyth that's like called Ninomai Inanis. She is like the artist in the group, and she has like very chill art streams too. But something about how casually she drew awakened something in me. When she did like those draw along streams, like the in academies, so like the gesture draw along streams, where you drew like poses, right? And it was kind of experience to like draw along with her, and let's say that brought me back to drawing. I still sucked at drawing, I would like say, because I had like this long hiatus of like not doing anything anymore. But the thing is, like, when you do things often and like repetition wise, you know, like in a video game, you do like your dailies, the numbers would like rise up and you would like naturally grow stronger. And this was like with drawing the same case. So at some point I was ready. Or not ready, I would like get better. And that's like how I got here. And since Ina brought me back, it has been like 4 years. A long time. Or like more than 3 years at least. It's like not a full year. And let's say that keep doing art was like something that that helped me a lot in times. There's like some therapy about doing art, right? That when someone has deeply depression, the therapist would like say, hey, can you draw something on that? And according to like the image, they can like tell what's going on in the patient's minds. Even if like if they're not good at drawing, it still like gives them like other stuff and like kind of like decompress the emotions they had and within like art drawing. And it was like kind of interesting, like to see that. I don't know, like the thing is like when people have like a certain art style or like when they draw, they express something in themselves and this would like tell something about their character. But I never really understood that, like what they can see, what I cannot. But I should like, but I would be like really interested in like researching that aspect a little bit more. Maybe I can like psychoanalyze a lot of other artists. I don't know. Sound like a stalker maybe if I do that, you know. But those practices are like pretty like cool. It's like the same thing with like those kind of like how are they called? Those who can like predict the future, you know? Those people who can like see your future and like according to like your star sign, what kind of blood type you have, and then they would like read your hands, for example, and according to some lines on your hand, they would be like, okay, you're this kind of person, this and that, and it's kind of like, wow, how do you do this? And you're like so convincing. Yeah. It's like a kind of a scam they maybe like pull off, but at the same time it might be like real, right? A little bit on the kind of side who gets like how do I say it? I take things, a lot of things like at face value. I must like say. I can get scammed. At least I was. It was like the case, it was. Now I'm like more careful. I got like my experience. I effed around enough that I learned. But it was kind of interesting to listen to when it like has some kind of some kernel of truth in it. Oh, I see in your future $20 from your wallet will be gone. Yo, yeah. Yeah, I see in your future that you will spend money. Yeah, the total accurate prediction. Oh, I didn't know that. Yo, how did you know? And yeah, it's like common sense, right? Oh, I can see in the future you will eat some. Yeah, whatever. I'm not good at these analogies and like making good examples. But it was surely like impressive when they would like pinpoint certain character types of you and like what kind of person you are and what probably your future will look like. And depending on like, I think like they're really good at like reading someone's personality, just like from looking at them and like certain hints they would like give. like just by their way of moving, their way of like their talk, are they like do they like have certain expressions, and it's kind of, they're like probably more definite. I don't know a lot of it, but yeah. Oh yeah, I will drink water. Stay hydrated. The good thing is like that I have a glass water next to my drawing station, so I like more tempted to drink water. Oh, it's about 2 hours. Does it look okay? Let's see. Actually, I can submit that. This doesn't look so bad. Maybe what I can do, like with this area here, where the shooting effect comes, I can blur this a little more. Okay, maybe like this. Let me flip the image, flip the canvas. Yeah, it's mostly from this angle. Yeah, I guess I can keep it like that. I forgot one detail, which is the halo from Momoi, but I can add that. Never forget the halo. Okay, the halo is. Let me flip the canvas for that. I'm back. What be happening whilst I be gone? Oh, I talk like a little bit more. I answered like the question of like punkly, and it was like about drawing traditionally, and I was like talking about how I started. It was like about my art journey, that I had like a time of like peak, a time of like a very high low, a very deep low, actually, very deep low, that's how I say it, where I didn't like draw for a while, had a hiatus, and were like hopeless, aren't no orientation for the future, and yeah. But at some point, like 4 years ago, my motivation for like drawing would like reignite thanks to like a VTuber, like Holomyth in general, like from Whole Life. My inner-ness was like kind of like what brought back motivation, and yeah. It was like just a drawing stream she did, but just seeing her draw and how not difficult that was kinda like gave me the perspective of like, hey, if she can do it, you can too, right? You did drawing before, right? And she was like a very good artist, and the thing is like, when I saw her art, I was like, hey, I can do that too. I did art before. I could reach like this skill level. It's like similar kind. There's like this kind of meme, like the reaction kind of meme, reaction kind of thing. That someone does something amazing, right? Or like similar to like the kind of feeling that like, oh, there's no fan art of this character. I wish there could be more. And then you look at your own hands, like you are like the Afro-American guy who looks at their own hands and then be like, wait a moment. and be like, like it's kind of reaction image, reaction gif. This guy looks at his own hands, and then there's like a showcase of like stuff. To be honest, I got the opposite effect. When I see someone so much better than me, it sort of demotivates me a little. Let had the opposite effect on you though. Hey. Okay, but I guess the same thing doesn't work for everyone, so makes sense. But you know, when we see like people like PewDiePie teaching themselves drawing for no reason, and they can get like so much better in such amount of time, it kind of motivates you to try drawing too, right? In that kind of sense. Of course, you can't copy maybe the learnability, like on how fast PewDiePie learns, but if you keep it up, you know, maybe you can not do it in 100 days, but maybe like 200, you know, depending on like how much time you spend on the day. PewDiePie did like every day 50 minutes, like average wise. So son, I'm gonna go. Bye, have a great time. Bye, bullet. Okay, thank you, Punk, for watching. Wish you a nice rest of the day. Yeah, I'm done too. I'm gonna be finished too. So if you leave now, doesn't make much of a difference. Or at least what I want to say is like, I'm not gonna feel lonely and be like, come back, I'm gonna be lonely. Now I'm all alone. No. Actually, I've talked about that. I'm gonna try. No, don't leave me. That's daijoubu. It's alright. Those interactions are exactly why I want to stream. I love talking with people online about common interests. Yeah, this is a good reason to stream. But you have to be like aware of a few things when you want to stream. There's like a certain culture going on, you know, there are like some do and don'ts. But I know like you have like interest, but if that interest is like strong enough that you want to give it a try, can be like good to like check on some do and don'ts so that you don't suffer any culture shocks, right? It was nice for a bit. Also, when I did try to stream, only one person ever said anything. What their name was? It was a nice for a bit. Yo, how you doing? Yeah, hello Abstract, welcome to the art stream. I'm doing a drawing stream and I'm about to finish trying Maid Momoi from Blue Archive. I did like one draw, but kinda felt like, hey, I want to finish that, make it more epic, and yeah, here I am. The thing is like, when you start streaming, don't I mean like, don't care about the numbers, right? Maybe you heard about this thing before, that you don't need to pay attention to the numbers. When you get at least 1 viewers, you know, or like 2, it will take like a little bit of time until you get like your first viewers. And when you get them, cherish them. It's like better to like grow gradually and slow than like explosive, right? Since when you get like all of a sudden like 1000 viewers, it's gonna be hard to like handle that. So like slow steady is like better to like in my experience and work better with that. And if your viewership is small, you can like interact more with them and you build up your first regulars, and yeah. It's like better to like focus on what you have, on like what can eventually come. So yeah, I much prefer small streams. Yeah. But the thing is like, at some point more eyes will lay upon you, so you can't really control that unless you have like a very, very niche kind of field. And when I see like art streams like in Twitch, for example, like from some established ones in my country, like me as a whale, you know, I'm like live in the sea, and I see like a lot of other sea tubers do that stuff, and then yeah, they do like some they do like a big amount of like throwing streams, and they have like about triple digits, some have like 4 digits, but it's like mostly like the 4 digits area. And this can be like probably what you can get, but the things like YouTube and Twitch are like always different, you know. Maybe I feel like more VOD watchers regarding streams, and maybe they're gonna look back on stuff from there. Can be also like interesting. It's fun to watch my favorite YouTubers play games all the time, but part of the appeal of streams to me is actually talking to people. Can't really do that with 100 people talking at once. Yeah, I understand that. So when I gonna have like 100 viewers, you will probably stop watching me, right? You will leave me behind, right? I'm gonna have like less. I'm gonna lose you at some point. Gonna see you. Yeah, but if I'm gonna get big at some point, don't forget about me. I don't really know if I'm gonna get big someday, but like growth is like inevitable. As long as you continue doing things, you will get better at it, and numbers will like rise. It's like drawing will get like better as well at some point, and maybe you will like overcome like for example like the weakness regarding your one art skill regarding coloring. It's like pretty normal that some things will like change, but like in a positive kind of way. And then it's like about learning time on like how to handle that. It's like in video games too, and video games are like a little bit similar to that, adapting like some certain things from real life. Literally subbed, don't plan on subbing, pretty sure I won't forget you. Arigato. I do like mostly Blue Archive stuff, so it's like mostly like gacha gaming, and this is like a pretty big niche, so but maybe I can get you into that, I don't know. But I do like occasionally art streams, maybe I do that on a weekly basis, I don't know, but yeah, but I need to make sure like how I can cover that niche as well. People change as number goes up, that's my reason why I don't watch streamers as soon as they get high viewers. Oh, Abstract, you're one of the guys too. But yeah, I think like but yeah, how do I say that? Let me think for a moment. Okay, if I think about it, I do enjoy talking to like small streamers too. Or at least like people who don't have like a lot of viewers at the moment, and you can still talk to them. So like nothing like in the single digit, but maybe like double digit. It's like a lot more people, but when you get at least one interaction, you know, if they read like your message and they talk to you, this can like feel like special. I don't really have that much of interactions regarding that really, but when I tuned to a Japanese streamer, like a singer kind of, and they read my comments, you know, it was really cute when they replied to me. Not in Japanese, but in English. And you know, like when Japanese try to speak English, they're not really that great at it, but they put effort in it, and it's really like cute. Like interacting like with some Kai guy Nikis, like with the oversea bro, and yeah, I kind of cherish that. And this was like mostly how I get like good vibes, good memories with that one streamer, and I will not unsub them because they were kind to me once. But even if they get like unkind ones or will like stream less, I have like a good memory, right? Like some point probably I will like visit the stream again, even if it's like a lot of viewers. Okay, let me check this chat. Like 5 to 6 years ago, there was a streamer that used to get 10 or so views. Nowadays, he gets 5 to 10k views per stream, but the streamer himself changed so much. I just left, you know. Good luck with the speedrun. Yeah. TBH, when I'm on my deathbed, I wanna try and stream Hollow Knight. And speedrun it before I flatline. Okay. I guess you don't really have that much time in the day when you say it like that to like play Hollow Knight. And there will probably be like Hollow Knight 2, Hollow Knight 3. There are like some parts after that, like some sequels. Yes. But yeah, try to hang on. There are like a lot more things in life that are like worth to discover. My motivation, for example, is like see the ending of the Blue Archive story. Since the story is like really it changed a lot of like how I view things in life. But I'm not gonna like say that I got like brain rot. It's just like the story is like really good. And it has been like a very long while since like a video game story like awakened something in me. I think like since Yakuza I didn't felt anything like that, but I didn't play a lot of games, so some visual novels also like awakened something in me, but must like say, yeah, I need to play more story games, I must say. There's something like Nier Automata, right? But I'm not really sure on how this will work as streaming. But I bought the game. I don't know when I'm gonna play it though. I think like the art is complete. I have the Halo at least, and yeah. I'm gonna leave my signature, but yeah, I need to save it. Alright, I forgot about saving. And what when the PC is gonna die and then my artwork disappears with that? Holy crap. Hello Charlotte is a game that exists, I think. What is that game? Okay, let me Google. Hello Charlotte. Okay, I can't see anything. Okay, this looks cute. The art style looks cute. Oh, RPG Maker game. Oh, I see. Okay, RPG Maker games are actually what I really enjoy. I could like talk more about that, but maybe I'm gonna save that for another stream. I'm gonna stream tomorrow too. It's maybe like in about 11 hours. I will take like, but it's like more of a read-along / reaction stream with like Blue Archive side stories, so to say. Yeah, Omori I'm like currently playing, but at the same time I haven't like touched it in a while, so I might as well like start from the beginning again and like, yeah. Oh, but I heard like about that Omori can change your view of the world, that it has like something, it has like a strong and long-lasting message that will like be left in you. But yeah, I'm gonna see how it is. But okay, this was about the image. With the artwork, I'm gonna post it like with this quality I have, like on my YouTube community. There's like also my stream schedule if you want to like a look, gamers, new gamers like especially, and yeah, and post it on my social media as well. I have like also a picture, but don't really know if I gonna link that since I have like I bookmark and like some artworks as well from other artists, and those can be like spicy, so I kind of like, do I do that? My likes are public, you know. And yeah, and maybe we'll change the world view of some of you and be like, oh, disgusting, you like this, unfollow, and it's like, yeah. But okay, I'm not gonna waste any more of your time. I think like I'm close to the 3-hour mark and I don't want to exceed that, so let's end it here. So I wish you a nice rest of the day, evening, a good night, whatever time you are. And with that, I say bye bye.